Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Trek Online. I wanted to play Space Engineers, but continuing the theme of the month, it doesn't work. I get your graphics driver has crashed glitch, which is apparently something they've been working on. I don't know. So we're back with Star Trek Online. Now, normally I would not have had more content from this game, but conveniently enough, at the end of the last episode, we hit level 60, which means that we have now unlocked the rest of the main storyline. Now, here's the thing. This is the back end of the main storyline. I've almost completed it as this character while playing in my personal time, but if it's wanted, I can create a second Federation character. Starfleet character. I can create a second Starfleet character and we can go through the entire storyline together, how you become a captain as a lieutenant, from beginning to end. So if there's enough call for that, I'll do that. I'll create a new character, we'll start at level 0, and we'll work our way back up to level 60 in a full-length series. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and enjoy what I have with my current characters. Let's start here at Survivor.
Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved, but there was an oversight. We need to find one of the Enterprise C survivors, a temporal duplicate of Starfleet Admiral Tanay. Until we reconcile her displacement, the timeline is in jeopardy. There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her aid.
But why would I do that for you? What have you got for me? That's actually pretty pathetic. Okay.
Stay safe out there.
Alright, so we need to go to the Cytor system. Can we just transwarp there? Let's auto-navigate. Cool. Can we turn? We don't... Nearly auto-navigated into a sun. Are we gonna play this game again? Stop. Begin. Okay. Now entering the Cytor system, no sign of any ships on sensors, Romulan or otherwise. Admiral Transporter Room 1 reports that Agent Daniels just beamed in. No sign of any ships on sensors. Agent Daniels just beamed in. Daniels, you and your freaking future technology.
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Sela is not easily found if she doesn't want to be. In the meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is making long-range scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look. Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in this system, in Sela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources.
Don't hit any of that, please.
This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base, or what's left of one. It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Sela's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking.
Hello. How are you guys? We're just here to, we're looking for somebody. Can you help us with that? See, we don't have to fight. Oh, I hate those things. Forgot about their BS torpedoes. Alright. Let's open up a wormhole right next to you. How you like that, Buster? Haha! I have outsmarted you yet again. Ow.
Romulans are going under cloak. They're disengaging.
Really? That just okay.
Those ships were older, but battle-ready and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma. As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail.
You, come back.
They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Am I supposed to be able to see this plasma trail visibly? Oh. Haha, I'm stupid. Okay. That's a rock.
Unidentified ship, you are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space, and you are outnumbered. Surrender now. Oh, it's you again.
Hi, it's me.
No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada.
Shuttle babies, go. Photon, go. Haha, you missed. I'm really far out here. Can I even? Oh no. I am 0.1 kilometer too far away. I love this game. Go, shuttle babies. There we go. Stop it. How are you still firing those? I should have just disabled your targeting sensors. Let's give her the old photon torpedo. Yeah. Oh, crap. Ugh. I really hate those things. Turn around. Get both of those on. I didn't blow up. What are you talking about? Hello? No, they did that thing. The Romulan ships have actually a pretty smart NPC tactic where they'll lock onto you with a tractor beam and then just completely unload all of those green balls of crap. Stop targeting me. Is there another one of those?
Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want. Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the Enterprise C survivors. When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of their location, but I will only take you there if you agree to bring me with you.
It's a little bit of an odd request.
And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death. If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment.
Okay. Get over here.
The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Tal Shiar prison ward. Set a course for the Pictet system. I shall make my way to the bridge of this quaint little ship.
This is like one of the biggest ships I mean, I guess not anymore. And warp engine failure once again.
I'm reading several Tholian ships on sensors, along with some unusual temporal fluctuations. Tholians dislike anything involving time travel. We should be cautious. If they think we're responsible, they may become hostile.
Okay, here we go. Hit all the engineering buttons. Okay, first of all, shut up. Thank you. Whoa. It's messing with our phasers. Separate. Whoa. I forgot that I launched the shuttle babies already. Dive. Okay.
Something
Yes,
caused
they were.
it to destabilize quickly. Not a good sign.
Defeat Tholians 1 of 2. Ugh. Okay. Come home. Come on, little shippies.
Another temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but I think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in.
You come back first. Is there another one? I only said yes to that because I want to scan one too, to be completely honest. Yeah! Stop! Did we scan it? Nope, we moved out of range. Alright, turn around. Slowly. Stop.
Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Can you go away?
All clear. We should check out the planet while we can.
I agree.
Rear shields failing.
There we go.
I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard.
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
We've beamed down into an open courtyard within what's left of the Tal Shiar prison. Doesn't look like it's been inhabited for some time. I'm reading a number of temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get closer.
Dude, if your tricorder is having trouble with it...
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tenay. That is what this is about, isn't it? There are two of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
Alright, Tara, I think you're the most efficient person I have with weaponry right now. So we're gonna take this off. And I'm gonna give myself, just something else. Yeah, we'll just give myself a sniper rifle in that slot. We'll go over to Tara. And we'll take your guns away. And we'll give you the stick. Okay? Is that better? I trust you with the stick of power. Okay? I don't trust anybody else with the stick of power. Got him!
This datapad dates back to the late 23rd century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
Yep, and yeah, there's another one over here.
This place hasn't been inhabited for a while. Thing is, the tricorder's giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years. We're dealing with some serious temporal flux here.
Oh, especially if it's your tricorder, Daniel. So you're not using, like, no Starfleet.
That's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Stand over where? Oh. See, it's like everything over here is still pristine. You can even see it on half the table over here. It's been preserved by the anomaly.
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on. This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah, there's a manual override over there near our beam down site. We can use it to open the gates.
Don't know why this would still work, but whatever.
The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you.
Ew. You alright, Tara? You guys okay? You guys alright? Okay. You do you.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tenay. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the datapad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Give me that! The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least 40 years after she was supposed to have been executed. I am Natasha Yar, Security Chief for the Federation Starship Enterprise D. Well, at least that's who I was. For the past 40 years, I've been Tal Shiar prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners. We were able to overpower them. We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. I've missed you.
Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How can... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history. The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock. It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in your eyes.
Look! There's a path ahead!
Yes.
This anomaly looks more stable than the others.
Huh?
It's probably less deadly, but let's not find out now.
The generators died and no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up on Turkana 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving. We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Tal Shiar abandoned 20 years ago. The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Tal Shiar fades when you've been stranded with the inmates.
Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
There's another unstable anomaly.
You mean the one that I've been staring at this entire time? Yeah.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in orbit. Surely we should continue looking. These anomalies must be connected to your mission. Now, while you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially believed.
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
I'm backwards? No, I'm forwards. Ooh, hello? Oh my god. What does mine do?
No! No! Please, not again! Stay away! Stay away!
It seems your duplicate, Tanae, is still alive, and she isn't pleased to see you. I don't really blame her. I wasn't exactly thrilled to see you again, either.
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
It looks like it was a structure at one point.
Another
but I doubt
temporal
any
anomaly,
survivors
and this
would
one is
remain in
larger
that
than the last.
ruin like this.
There are temporal eddies moving through the area, and if...
Oh.
Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
Hello?
We found an entire grove of saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I thought I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her. While her father...
Oh, sorry. Missed that one.
Shelter ruined, last tricorder gone, half our stores destroyed, 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was a security officer, not a doctor. Devek might not make it. None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area, or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind. Danae has not reacted well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
Interesting.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well, regressed to infancy, or aged to the grave.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me. But that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived because of it. The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints.
How do you know they're recent? We're talking about temporal anomalies. These footprints could be 300
I'm
years
reading
old.
another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
Oh, hi, how are you? We have sticks now. Dude, these sticks are really overpowered. They're just melting everybody.
That
Look
Foley
at
and
that.
Away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies.
Your Vulcan passed this way recently. Perhaps the cavern mentioned Natasha's logs.
I'm
is
detecting
nearby.
signs of recent
We should
habitation
follow
in
the
this
track.
location.
Can you guys not talk
Maybe
at the same
we'll
time?
find more. It seems many of the refugees would be alive if it weren't for the anomalies. I wonder how many are left now.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls. No one's been living here.
Okay, I gotta... Oh, now I can look at the data pads. You have to do everything in a very specific order, I guess.
The anomalies are temporal in origin. I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later, he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. I never expected he and I would end this way. I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades, a good man. We built a wonderful life, despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather. Danae hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened.
Huh.
Maybe I'm jumping in shadows. The part of me that is still a security officer on the Enterprise doesn't think I am, though.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar and to hold this log for the future. If there is one, if it isn't here already, What? No. Focus. Natasha Yar died of a fever. She wished for the story of the crew of the Enterprise C to be remembered. They were brave beyond expectation. She wished for her daughter to know that she was loved and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation.
Cool. Oh, unfortunately, that means we're not going to get to see Tasha.
Do not come near me. End log.
We already ran out the other end of it.
I think I see movement in the bushes. Tanae?
Stop following me!
Either Tanae or Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, hi. Where'd you get a stun grenade from after all this time? Don't make us point our sticks at you. Alright, point the sticks.
No, go away! I told you to stay away! I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one can be here. No! Not again! Oh! No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Folians!
Ugh. Can you guys just stop appearing? You're kind of
Purge
making
the
this...
anomaly. Purge the contamination.
Hello? Target? Whoops. Ah, that was a fire. Oh, everyone's unconscious. Good to know. What were you doing, Lena? I didn't even see you out there. Oh, cryo grenade. Oh, I pushed wrong button. Holy crap. Sorry guys, I'm not good at ground combat.
Enemy targets on sensors.
What button is my cryo grenade? Oh, this one.
Personal shield losing power.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Huh?
Tanae, the anomalies that have been occurring were caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
I see the logic in your presence here. I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
All this time, she was here. I believed she was dead. Tasha believed I might come looking for her. She believed it so strongly she left logs in case. Tanae held her logs for her. And now, she is truly dead. This place has led to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more Tholians show up.
Yeah, I need to buy more sticks for the rest of my crew. Alright. Man, I've been...
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an attack vector.
Ugh. Tholians, why? Can we just go? Can we just warp out?
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I'm just gonna go ahead and disable you already. I could have avoided that. I decided not to. Ah!
We will do what you will not. We will repair time.
I can't see. Can we get out of the frickin'? I hate this thing. Okay. No, blah, blah, blah. You. Out. Just in case I get webbed again, at least you can keep going.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming.
Oh, they're all in range. Fire. Target that one. Where did this ship come from? Is that Daniels' ship or something? Oh yeah, that's probably Daniels' ship. Woo, baby.
I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done. An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Or the one.
I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation. Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more. I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender.
Yeah, you can talk about it with the other person.
Tell me about my mother.
I was hoping there'd be some sort of temporal thing and we were going to be able to save Tasha as well. Oh well. Hey, and that's the end of that mission, guys. That is also going to be the end of this episode because of the length of these missions. Oh, I should probably log out the mission. Anyway, because of the length
The
of
timeline
these
is
missions,
stabilizing. Anomaly counts are dropping, and our agents are reporting a decline in temporal aftershocks due to recent events. That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet may take some time for Sela to resolve, however. I hope she's able to find a sense of peace and closure from what she's learned today. I'll be heading back to Temporal Command once we've fully integrated the two Tanays. Be seeing you.
I'll take the personal regenerative shields. But yeah, that's it, guys. That was the mission Survivor. Earn 10,000 fleet credits. I think I can actually do that. Hold on. Does anything need energy credits? That's all I can afford to give. No? Anything need dilithium? I don't have any spare tactical officers. I don't have any spare officers. I can give you dilithium or... Okay, that's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and please let me know what you think of this series. Again, if you want me to restart with a new character and go from level 1 up to level 60, I'll do it if it's requested, but I'm not just going to go ahead. And that is a big ship. thing's almost the same size as me. That thing might be bigger than me, actually. It is bigger than me, I think. Maybe. I think it's got me in length, but no, it's bigger. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.